Hi there, my name's Jordan Sahota and I'm the Strength and Independence Therapist here at Active Motion. In today's video, I'm going to go through with you 3 easy, actionable tips to help you prevent your trips and falls. As we age, we lose our muscle mass, we lose our coordination, and we lose some of our balance properties. Therefore, our risk of falling significantly increases. Let's work together to prevent that from happening for you. Here are my 3 tips and exercises to start to improve your balance and reduce down your likelihood of trips and falls. But, going to put it out there, improving your balance alone is not going to reduce down your risk of falls. So, here's my 3 tips and exercises. Number 1, those that have a higher likelihood of tripping and falling tend to not pick their feet up readily enough or stride far enough to clear obstacles. So what they end up doing is scuffing their feet or digging their feet in when they walk. So I have an exercise for you that's going to help to get you to coordinate that movement and get stronger at lifting your legs up and heel striking more confidently. Grab an item that is relatively big, this is a bit too small, and slightly high, okay? Put that on the floor in front of you. And then what you're going to do is pick your leg up, straighten it out, and step over that object. But making sure you strike the ground with your heel. Rock forwards onto the ball, and then come back. Repeat. Lift up, foot out forwards, strike with your heel, roll onto the ball of your foot, and then come back. Remember, it's not a balance exercise, so you can hold on. You can use something to help support you, like the wall or a chair. Okay? But you do this on both legs, and that process is lift the knee up, straighten it out, heel strike, and rock onto the foot. You could do this as multiple steps and using hurdles, in a way, to step over and continue that walking pattern. So that's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2 is about improving your posture when you walk so you don't hunch. A lot of people that we see when they walk that are older and starting to have a high risk of falls or are falling get scared and start to look more where their feet are rather than looking out in front of them. And what happens with that is their heaviest object, their head, goes out of their base of support, their feet. So my head now is further forwards than my base of support. And the problem with that is the heaviest part of my body is now tipping me forwards and have a higher likelihood of stumbling, tripping or falling because my balance point is far too forwards and outside of my base of support. So, I know you're going to say, but then I can see what's in front of me and I'm less likely to trip over it. The problem with that is if you take this disc in front of me, okay, I can only see a meter in front of where my feet are, which then relies on my reaction time in order to change accordingly. Problem with that is it's not enough time to react. So then I am still tripping or falling or stumbling, losing my balance because I'm trying to react very, very quickly. Whereas if I stand more upright and scan ahead of me, I then have more time to make change and redirect my course accordingly. So how do we start to walk more upright? Well, you could use walking poles that allow you to stand more upright. It's a great first starting point. But 2 exercises that I would recommend you do. 1 is something called a low row, where I have this band attached to a door frame. I can pull my elbows back, my shoulder blades back, and that's going to build the strength between my shoulder blades to take me from here, a rounded posture, to a more upright posture. The second exercise that I would recommend doing is something called a chin tuck, which is a very bad name for it, but I'm going to press the back of my head into the wall, directly back. Imagine I have a ponytail that's being pulled behind me, so I'm pushing back, not tucking my chin. Those 2 things are going to help from a strength basis to get me looking more forwards. My third piece of advice is improving your balance, but I have an add-on to that. So your balance alone is not going to drastically change your trips and fall rate, but it's going to help. So if I stand on one foot, I can start to train my balance. I can do that with the kitchen counter in front of me, the sink, whatever that might be. But I could do that between 2 walls so that if I fall over or lose my balance, the walls are there to aid me. You can do that with your eyes open or your eyes closed. What I also want you to train is catching yourself when you fall. Not with your hands. What I mean by this is if I stand on one foot and overbalance, I'm going to catch myself with the other foot. So I'm going to overbalance and catch myself with the other foot. I'm going to do that in multiple different directions. So then when I feel myself starting to sway or starting to lose my balance, I'm more likely to react by putting my leg out and catching myself than I am just crumbling to the floor. So there you have it. There's my 3 best tips to start to reduce your fall rate from home. If you've liked this video, please do actually like it on YouTube, subscribe to the channel and share it with somebody that it's going to benefit.